I just want to show you how your puppy will get excited and start looking all over the place, which Charlie is kind of doing. I just got up and interrupted him. But this is how they will show you that they have to go poop, especially. They get a little whiny. There, see, he stood there and pooped. He whined a little, fussed a little, and what they do is they scoot around inside, and that tells me that they want to get as far away as possible and they want to poop. So that's an easy way for you to see whether they got to go or not, especially for pooping. Peeing, they don't really give you any kind of warning, but as soon as they wake up, they're probably going to have to pee, just like any baby would, and that. But once they're awake, and if you notice, if your puppy's in a playpen or anything like that, or wants to be let down, or because you're holding him, or he's on the couch, or they get a little fussy, they probably have to go poop. Solid poop. So yeah, that's what we need. And sometimes they do just drink a little bit more than normal. And if you give them wet food or any kind of treat, it will soften their bowel movements and make it really squishy. A treat can also give them diarrhea. Their bellies, their GI systems are just a little too young yet. So, just like if you have children, if you give your baby something new, it may react poorly to it. And one of my sons would get diarrhea just from the change of water. When we'd go and visit my husband's family, they lived in Minnesota, and Charlie, don't rip it up. Charlie! They lived in Minnesota, and every time when he was small, when the first couple times we went, he'd get diarrhea. And he was in diapers, but he'd get diarrhea really bad. So I took him into the hospital a couple times, and then I was talking to his pediatrician, and he said, it's probably the water change. Are you bringing water with you or what? So from then on, anytime we traveled, till he was, 4 or 5 years old, I always brought the water for him. And or bought the same kind of bottled water. Cut it out, you guys. Hey, sharp teeth. So, try not to give, I know it's hard, but try not to give them any treats for about the first month that you've got them, maybe. And when you do give them a treat, just give them a little tiny bit at a time and see how they react to it. So, and the change of food. See, when I went and got Mikey from Etobicoke, it really was, it was a nice big house. I wasn't allowed to go in when I got there. She brought the puppy out to me, and it had nothing to do with any kind of pandemic. And she brought his dad out with him. And I saw pictures of the mom and his siblings and that, and she was supposed to be giving me a little baggie of food, because I did bring food, but I didn't know what kind of food she was giving them. And when I asked her, she goes, "Oh, I don't even remember what kind it is. Just a regular puppy food." So I went, "Oh, wow. You don't remember the kind of puppy food you're feeding them?" So I stopped and got some, and by the time I actually got him home, he had diarrhea. And I had to stop feeding him for 18 hours at a time, twice, so that there was nothing left in his insides to give him diarrhea anymore, and just give his insides a pause. And started off feeding him just rice and chicken, boiled chicken, and started putting the puppy food, softened puppy food, into that. Once we got to the point where I didn't have to soften his food anymore, his stools firmed right up. Now, he didn't have the diarrhea the whole time, but his stool was a lot softer on the rice and chicken. And if you water down the food, like if you moisten the food, which they don't need, they eat it just the way it is. If you moisten the food or give them any kind of canned food or anything like that, there's a lot of water in there. And it will either soften their stool to mushy to the point where they have diarrhea. So be aware of that. Especially seeing how they're all going home, almost all going home tomorrow. Yeah, Soroka's going to be out of town until Monday. So she'll be going home Monday. Yes, she will. Hey, don't pick on the little girl. No. That's big girl. Winston's big girl. And she really does kind of rule the roost. She even goes after Charlie, but Charlie's bigger than her. So he can pretty much handle her. But she's such an affectionate little girl, too. She's such a sweetheart. She just nuzzles right into your neck. Yes, you do. Yeah. Calms right down as soon as you pick her up. Oh, yeah. She's lovey-dovey. But you are. She's just snuggling right now. And she's got the cutest little tongue that just scoots into your ear if you have her up high enough. By the way, dogs love earwax. And the only reason I know that is because I have hearing aids that I use at times. And they told me, if you have dogs, make sure you keep your hearing aids up, because they love earwax. So that makes a lot of sense why they severely lick your ears. Like tongue right down into the ear. Hey, baby. Poor Mikey. He's all upset because he's kind of not allowed out because Sarah's in heat. And he's grandpa, so he can't do nothing. And there she is right there, little darling. Oh yeah, we're waiting for Sassy. But yeah, really looking forward to meeting everybody tomorrow. Now, when you come to the house, you all have your appointment time, so just make sure that you e-transfer an hour or two before you come. And I'll be watching. So at your appointment time, I will bring your puppy out. I'll have a mask and gloves on, and I'll give you your puppy and answer any questions that you have at that time, if you have any. And if you have any questions afterwards, after you've gone home and everything, send me a text. I'll help you out as much as I can. I'll do anything to make sure that they've settled in well and everybody's getting along great. I've actually only ever had to rehome 2 puppies. They were from the same family, a mother and daughter that don't live together. So I will rehome them if it comes to that. And yes, I will take the puppy back if you can't keep them. I won't refund all your money because the non-refundable deposit is non-refundable. And then there's boarding fees, and I have to re-advertise. So that will come out of your money, not mine. And I'll e-transfer the balance to you with an itemized list texted to you of what everything cost and how much of your money you get back. But I definitely don't leave anybody hanging. When I let them out of the playpens, I don't let them out that often because I really don't want them to get into anything, because they all have to be as healthy as they were yesterday when they saw their vet. Everybody's got to be good. They love that bottle. The noise it makes. So yeah, looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. If you want to just give me a quick text that you're on the way, that'd be fine. If not, that'd be fine too. So looking forward to seeing everybody. Oh, gotta go put the pee pads back down. They love chewing on stuff. Okay, everybody have a great day.